Somebody asked me the other day what things I'd done in construction. I was a general, so we did just about everything. You know, we did dewatering, water crossings, drilling and blasting. We quarried and crushed rock, had our own crushers. We had our own boring machine and did hand dug tunnels. When I was first getting going, Lord Brothers, they had a big company in Portland. I used to rent their set of jacks and rails, you know, set up an air tugger with you know, just like on TV, the old mine site, we were hand dug inside there with air spades, and you'd pull that line out and out come your bucket, you dump it and send it back in and go. But probably my favorite thing was I was only about 20 or 21 and I got my user's and purchaser's license for blasting. Okay, so I did all my own blasting on jobs. There's something about that it kind of changes the way you are. Blasting is, if you talk to an old powder monkey, you know, it's a big deal. It's a big rush, whatever you want to call it. So initially, I can remember I just used a rotary hammer and I'd hand drill everything. I'd have 5-foot long steels and screw another one on, go deeper. A funny story is I met my future brother-in-law, my wife's sister's husband. He was a cop for the city of Lake Oswego, a high-end city, you know, fancy homes all around the lake in Oregon. And I'm over there doing a water line right around the golf course, down Bayberry Road, Troon Road, all these fancy roads. And I drilled about 250 foot of ditch where there was solid rock and loaded it and shot it. And that's how I met him. I was shooting fly rocks 7 blocks down the street, landing on people's roofs. They didn't know what the hell was going on. Hey, you got to learn sometime, right? Okay, so that's how I met him. And then a couple other times, you know, this is statute of limitations. I never did anything. We were legal. I mean, I had insurance and all that stuff. Fly rock happens to the best of them in the business occasionally. It just happens. Of course, we were taking all the steps to try to not do it. But we're, gosh, where were we? We were in Gladstone. And I was doing a little housing project for a guy over there and had about 500 foot of road. And I drilled this whole damn thing by myself. I can remember I drilled this thing on like 5-foot centers, over drilled it about 2.5 foot deep. And I loaded it up. And I didn't have the money at the time, but I splurged and bought dynamite for this because dynamite for me was better than all the other stuff. I didn't Amtho or 80% water gel, you know, nitroglycerin. Those were fine, but the dynamite gives us a thump of its own, okay? So I loaded this whole street up, and I'm there by myself, and I just got the little mini blaster detonator, you know, Primacord, you know, you got blue and yellow caps. Those were always riding around with me in a truck. They just were. And I'm getting ready to pop this, and I thought, well, you know what? I had a little trailer there. I better get another trailer just in case. So I get under the trailer, I touch this thing off, prettiest thing you ever seen in your life. The whole road raised up about 20 feet and then it all laid right back down where it was. And I'll tell you what, I made 4-inch minus spec rock out of the whole thing. It just was a perfect shot. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but you know, as years went, it got more sophisticated, and about the time the 2000s came around, you know, I gave up doing that because everything had to be on delay boards and things like that. But yeah, don't let them tell you that dynamite is not fun. It was fun.